Hello class, professor. My name is Jordan Butler. Today I'm going to be doing a presentation regarding hemorrhage control. We all have seen the news, we've all seen social media. There's been mass attacks throughout the world on our own home soil, school shootings, workplace shootings, knife attacks, and they're just pretty scary for us to have to come to a realization that this is part of the world we live in. But I'd like to talk today about a way to prepare yourself, possibly your child, and your loved ones to maybe save your life or somebody else's life in the event of a traumatic injury. When somebody's injured in a traumatic event, the mortality is 91% due to exsanguination or hemorrhaging, which is a vast majority of injuries. So when you do sustain an injury, you don't necessarily die right then from that, but you usually bleed out or lose volume in your vascular system, which leads to death, and death is due to lack of oxygen to the brain. So that's 91%. The other 9% are due to traumatic brain injuries at 6%, and other fulfilling the rest of the category, which is massive. So this is a number one category that can be a preventable injury on some circumstances. The number one tool you can bring to help save your life is a tourniquet. This here is called a CAT tourniquet. CAT stands for Combat Applicable Tourniquet, designed by the U.S. Army in the early 90s. It's designed to be put on extremities, extremities being arms and legs. So when we do apply one of these tourniquets, we have to identify mass hemorrhage or bleeding. Mass hemorrhage or bleeding that we know, there's two different types. There's capillary and then there's arterial. Arterial is an excessive amount of blood loss that usually is spurting and bright red. Our other category is capillary, which is oozing and dark red, is usually the delineation between these two. So if we do notice that we have an injury, such as a cut that's reached an artery, and we're losing an excessive amount of blood, we take the tourniquets, we slide it onto our arm or our injury site, we tighten the band with the Velcro, and it has a windlass, which is a little strap here, a little plastic bar, and we spin it, and we tighten it as tight as possible until we notice that bleeding stops, and we secure the tourniquet. A lot of tourniquets used in the past were a little bit, I would say, taboo, as they thought they caused a bit of damage, but the Surgeon General has come out with a statement stating that tourniquets be in place for up to 6 hours without having any negative consequences, and ultimately it'll save your life. This skill should be practiced regularly, as it only takes 3 minutes to bleed out, depending on heart rate and how fast that blood is getting pumped. So that's just a really brief video and topic. I hope that you guys can share this information with a loved one and maybe one day save somebody's life.